Thank you for taking some time for going through the draw process for your CCS construction loan. Now there's a couple of tips before we get started. First, a smooth draw will keep the customer happy and the lender happy. A lot of the turn time depends on how accurate and complete the draw is when you submit it. The draw process sometimes might seem cumbersome, but keep in mind that they protect both the lender and the borrower from fraud and from dispersing money that really isn't going towards the house. So let's get into some of the steps of the draw process itself. The first step is an easy step. Gather all the invoices to be paid from the subs and suppliers. Now CCS cannot pay a sub or supplier without an invoice for their work. It is against our policies and procedures, and it protects the borrower as well. Second, make sure that the work has been completed for all the items being invoiced. Now, for the larger trade items such as lumber, work does not have to be 100% complete to submit the draw. If our inspection shows 50% complete, for instance, we can pay 50% of the budget. Some subs will send you an invoice for the work before they are finished in hopes they can get paid as soon as possible. However, if the CCS inspection does not show the work is complete, we cannot pay it. So if you check the invoices to make sure the work has been done before you submit your draw will go faster and you will not have any pay items rejected. The only exception to this rule would be certain special order items that would require a deposit, such as cabinets. If you have any questions on deposits or what would qualify as a special order item, feel free to contact the office. Next, we're going to prepare our draw form. Here are the components of the draw form itself. Item number. This refers to the line of the CCS budget that was provided to you at closing. Every dollar that you request must have a line item number that corresponds to the category of the budget out of which the money will be dispersed. Description. This is simply the name of the category from the CCS budget. Payee. This is the name of the sub or supplier to whom the check will be made out. Tax ID number. For those payees that are sole proprietors or LLCs that are not exempt from 1099 reporting, you need to include their tax ID number. Address. This would be the mailing address to where you want the checks to be sent. Pickup by payee or borrower box. This allows you, by checking this box, for the check to be picked up at our office by the subs or by yourself. The amount you are requesting to be dispersed to the payee. Remember, you cannot request more money that is in the budget line, and you cannot request an amount for work not completed. Now please check the amount to be within those guidelines. It will really help your draw to be processed as quickly as possible. Signatures. The borrower and the builder must sign and date each draw request unless otherwise arranged with CCS before closing. For borrowers, please do not sign blank draw forms for your builder. This leaves you susceptible to fraud. Now we can provide you a typed Excel template version of the draw form, which allows you to type your draw request and use Excel to calculate your totals. And we recommend you use that template to keep your draws legible and the calculations accurate. It just further helps the draw process go smoothly. So let's go to the next step, which would be to submit your draw. Fax or email your draw request and the corresponding invoices to our draw department. The draw department will check the most current inspection, check the draw request against your budget, and process the draw as soon as possible. We have found that an organized and accurate draw will only take 24 to 48 hours on average, while an inaccurate and messy draw can take about a week, depending on how many times we need to connect with you to get our questions answered. I hope this has been helpful to you in understanding the draw process. Feel free to call in the office with any more questions.